Welcome to the Dino Era 4.0. Today we are going to travel back in time 150 million years to explore what a day looked like in the Jurassic period. The sun rises over a vast landscape dominated by tall trees. Here and there, we can see the tops of redwoods and pines mixed in with the lush green of giant ferns and cycads. In the distance, towering trunks sway in the gentle breeze. The ground beneath our feet is covered in a thick layer of decaying vegetation, forming a soft carpet that muffles the sounds of the forest. But there's something else moving through the underbrush, something large enough to shake the ground with every step it takes. It's a massive sauropod, a type of long-necked dinosaur that has come to this forest to feed on the succulent plants. Growing high above the ground, these dinosaurs, including the well-known Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus, were some of the largest animals that ever lived. Their long necks and tails swayed from side to side as they moved through the trees, their huge bodies casting long shadows on the forest floor. They used their long, sticky tongues to strip the leaves from the tallest branches, their powerful jaws crushing the plants with ease. Smaller animals scuttled out of their way, disappearing into the undergrowth. This forest was their home, but these giants were too big to ignore. As the morning wore on, more and more sauropods arrived, their loud trumpeting echoing through the trees. They were all here for the same reason, to feast on the abundant plants growing in this part of the forest. The lucky ones could reach the highest branches with their long necks, but some had to make do with what they could grab lower down. The forest was filled with the sounds of these dinosaurs as they ate, and the buzzing of insects flying around them. The forest floor was also home to a variety of smaller animals, including insects, reptiles, and amphibians. Some of these creatures scurried around the tree roots, while others basked on warm rocks. The forest was a bustling place, and these small animals played an important role in the ecosystem, helping to break down dead plants and recycle nutrients back into the soil. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, the forest comes to life. The chirping of birds fills the air, and the rustle of small animals, scampering through the undergrowth, can be heard everywhere. Suddenly, a loud splash echoes through the trees. It's a Brachiosaurus taking a refreshing dip in a nearby lake. Its long neck stretched out like a giant straw, drinking up the cool water before lowering its head to take a bite out of some aquatic plants growing near the shore. The sight of these gentle giants swimming in the water is truly mesmerizing. But not all creatures in the Jurassic were so peaceful. Out in the open ocean, the seas are teeming with life. Huge marine reptiles, known as ichthyosaurs, swim past pods of dolphins, their sleek bodies gliding through the water with ease. Meanwhile, on the ocean floor, a giant squid emerges from the darkness, its tentacles flailing as it hunts for prey. But it's not just in the water that life abounds. On land, herds of herbivorous dinosaurs graze in the lush green meadows, while packs of carnivorous dinosaurs stalk them from the shadows. The mighty Stegosaurus, with its plates running down its back and its tail tipped with sharp spikes, is a favorite target for the ruthless Allosaurus. This fearsome predator was the top carnivore in its environment, and it used its sharp teeth and powerful jaws to tear its prey to pieces. The Stegosaurus, on the other hand, was a gentle giant. It used its tail spikes as a defense mechanism against predators like the Allosaurus. But it was no match for the sheer power of its opponent. In the midday heat, the forest floor is a hive of activity. Insects buzz from flower to flower, gathering pollen and nectar. Small reptiles dart between the ferns, while amphibians lounge on logs, waiting for their chance to strike. Suddenly, the air grows still. A hush falls over the forest as a lone Allosaurus emerges from the trees. It is on the prowl for food, and the Stegosaurus herd provides an easy target. The dinosaur creeps closer, its eyes fixed on its prey. One by one, it picks off the slowest and youngest members of the herd. Using its sharp teeth and powerful jaws to quickly dispatch them. The Stegosaurus, despite their size and bulk, are helpless against this relentless predator. They try to defend themselves with their tail spikes and armor, but it's no use. The Allosaurus is simply too strong. Some of the smaller members of the herd are able to escape, but many are not so lucky. The Allosaurus is a master hunter, and it takes down its prey with ease. As the sun begins its slow descent, the forest comes alive with the flutter of wings. Giant pterosaurs soar overhead, their wingspans so large they blot out the sun. These flying reptiles were the masters of the sky, and they ruled the air with an iron fist. The ornithopods, seeing the danger, rush for cover, their small bodies darting between the trees like frightened mice. But the pterosaurs are quick and agile, and they dive down to snatch their prey out of the air. Other smaller species of dinosaurs also try to escape, but it's too late. The pterosaurs are too fast and too powerful. The forest floor becomes a scene of carnage as the pterosaurs tear their victims to pieces. The air is filled with the sounds of their screams and the clatter of their bones hitting the ground. As the last rays of sunlight fade away, the forest is plunged into darkness. The gentle rustling of leaves is replaced by an eerie silence. The once vibrant colors of the jungle now appear dull and lifeless in the gloom. Suddenly, a pair of glowing eyes emerges from the darkness. A small, agile dinosaur known as a trudon is on the prowl for nocturnal prey. These clever hunters use their keen eyesight and sharp teeth to take down their unsuspecting victims. Their agility allows them to navigate the dense undergrowth with ease, making them perfectly adapted for hunting in the dark. The forest floor is now a dangerous place, and every rustle of leaves could mean the difference between life and death. The trudon, with its lithe body and sharp claws, pounces on its prey. The struggle is brief, and the trudon quickly emerges victorious, with a small, squealing creature dangling from its jaws. The forest returns to its usual cacophony of sounds, but now there's an undercurrent of fear. The nocturnal predators have arrived, and the forest is a much more dangerous place at night. The end of another day in the Jurassic. From the towering heights of the sauropods to the graceful flight of the pterosaurs, the Earth was a world full of wonders. But it was also a world of danger, where the threat of extinction loomed large, and every creature had to fight tooth and nail to survive. The question is, could we, a modern human being, survive even one day in the Jurassic? With so many deadly predators and unfamiliar plants and animals. It would be a daunting challenge, to say the least. But if you think you could hack it, then don't forget to subscribe for our next installment in this series, A Day in the Cretaceous. Until then, keep looking up.